But we're going to start small. We're not here to blast and try to change the world. We're not here to try to make tomorrow some immediate impact. Small steps. This is my daughter trying to figure out how in the world to brush her teeth. Hopefully she gets it figured out before she's 12. At the rate she's going, she may lose all her teeth because she can't figure out how to do it. All right? But we start small. We start at a local level. We test some things out. See what gravitates people, and we keep building. So maybe we start here. And we look at Bettendorf. Okay? So, I share this with teachers. This is a personal pet peeve of mine. And so I think it also fits this. Okay? This hallway. We are a school. We're supposed to parade ourselves. And awesome kids, awesome things that you're doing. Does this show how much we love our kids? Does this show the power of student voice and the work that you're doing?
No.
And does every hallway look that way?
Yeah.
Right. Why is that? We have one of the boringest looking buildings ever. We have our project-based learning. We have all these awesome kids, and we are proficient. We got all these pockets of greatness everywhere. There are great things happening. Well, where is it? Why is it not on display? Why are you guys not demanding your work and your stuff to be shown on the halls and the wallways and your artwork being hung? Where's your voice? You know, those are things that you have to think about. All right? Now, part of that is our job to make sure that we create quality learning opportunities for high-level stuff to be developed. But on the flip side, it also comes on to you to create that high-level stuff and then also demand that it actually gets shown. And maybe that's where we start. I don't know. Okay? But I'm asking you to jump in. And I know that that's scary. Some of you looking at me right now going, this guy is a whack job. Just let me have my reading, just give me my rubric, and let me be. I don't want to do this. Okay? But there's a power here. If you're not already developing your resume, you're missing out. As an 8th grader, you should have a resume. You should be charting the things that you're doing. If you're not doing things, why not? If you wait till you're 16 or 17, all of a sudden thinking about college, it's too late. Everybody else is doing that. Okay, what are you doing to stand out from the rest? And this might be a good opportunity to kind of think about that. And you don't have to go out on your own, go collectively, because all 3 language arts classes will be doing it. Okay? Education is more than just books. Okay? There should be more to school than memorizing facts and writing things on paper. Okay? Education is about people, connections, and relationships. This project is going to allow you to do that. I don't know who you're going to connect with. But you might connect with a school that might be able to offer you a scholarship someday. Or maybe you land a gig where you don't even need college. College isn't for everybody either. And there's a sophomore at the high school I worked with in 8th grade. Okay? And he emailed me to see how I was doing, and his signature had his name, and below it said Disney Interactive Studios. And I was like, why do you have Disney Interactive Studios underneath your name? Oh, they pay me to do work for them. All their video games, their apps, he writes code for them. Can't drive a car yet. Okay? But he's probably receiving fat checks much bigger than what I make. Okay? And now he's building servers for companies to run their entire network. It's probably not going to need college. All right? So, but it's about people and connections. All right? He ran a project here, a charity project, trying to get soccer equipment to Africa. And the project died off. He kept with it and actually moved to Illinois, and he just sold that charity. I have no idea. All right? So this is not about your grades or assessments or standards. I don't care if you think you're the smartest kid in the class. I don't care if you don't think you're intelligent at all. It's not about any of that. It's about stories, making an impact. Think about what attracts you online when you're on your phone or your iPad or your computer. That's how we have to market. And that's where our first piece is going to be. We have to raise that awareness. We've got to get people to buy in. So think about it. Who thinks they know the average attention span for online use? For anyone, not just kids, but adults. Yeah. Yeah.
30 seconds.
Less. 7 seconds. Think about it. And then you can kind of reflect on yourself tonight. Good internet, Takes about 1 or 2 seconds for something to load. Then you make a split-second decision in about 2 or 3 seconds. You either see a title with a link in which you click, or you see a picture that either you like or you go to that link. And then you make that next 1 to 2 seconds deciding what you do. If in that 2-second span, we don't attract people, they're not going to follow your lead. Which is why you guys love Instagram. Because it's so quick. You can go through pictures very quickly. You either like or you move on. Right? It's very instant. The biggest social media powerhouse ever. It's growing faster than Facebook and Twitter combined ever did. Because it meets our attention span. That's how we have to think. Alright? The biggest insult anybody can give you is this right here. Anybody that tells you that you are tomorrow's leader, okay, that's a spit, you're spitting in your face. That is an insult. That's telling you that you're not capable of anything right now. You are a leader right now, whether you choose to do something with it or not. You have a student voice, okay? And you're all practicing it right now. Some of you have not written a single thing on a piece of paper. That's okay. You're choosing to voice your voice that way. Some of you have written some things down. Some of you have drawn some things. Okay? You're practicing your voice. It doesn't matter to me. You write anything down. You find none of this worthwhile, that's okay. That's your voice saying, Mr. Maurer is just wasting my time. I don't care, because I believe in it. All right? So you have that voice, and you use it all the time. All right? So we're going to do something. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to move into an activity here called brain writing. So I'm going to hand out some paper here, and they're kind of connected, so you're going to have to pull them apart. And you're going to work in your little group. So let me get these out, and I'm going to explain what we're going to do. Okay? It's called brain writing and not brainstorming, because what happens in brainstorming is that the extroverts run the show. People like me who love to talk and love to have people hear their voice, to hear my voice. Okay, I'm one of those people, I admit it. All right? Always dominate those conversations. And there's all the introverts, the people who don't like that, okay, with amazing ideas, and those ideas never get out. So this levels the playing field. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to spend about 5 minutes doing this, all right, maybe 6 minutes. During that time, the problem is this. Nobody knows about your student voice. So we need to figure out how we're going to get your student voice out to the world. So on these pieces of paper, you're going to brainstorm ideas and how we can get your voice heard. All right, one idea per piece of paper. When you have an idea, so I write down my thought, you're going to hand it to the next person. I don't care to the right or left, it doesn't matter. So he hands me a piece of paper, and I can read it. That idea might spur another thought in my mind that I wasn't thinking. And if that gives me another thought, I get another piece of paper, and I write that idea down. And I pass that out. And we just kind of keep passing that way. Okay? The only rule is there's just no talking. All right, you get a chance to talk at the end of the 5 minutes here. So you write an idea down, and you pass it. If someone gives you a card, and you're sitting on it for about 30 seconds or so, and it's just nothing's coming to your mind, just pass it on to the next person, so you're not just getting a big collection of papers. Okay? If you need more, just raise your hand. I've got plenty. Any questions? Yes?
So we just like write our ideas about what they...
How we can get your voices heard. All right? So you're kind of just working in little kind of groups or clusters, however you're organized it. All right, we'll go 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and start it now. So we'll stop at 1:16. Okay. So real quick here. Let's just share out just a couple quick ideas, some ideas that you generated. I know there's a lot. Just get a couple here going. What you came up with, yeah.
I put like note cards on a video and like link it to like the website.
Okay, good. Yeah, note card and video. Sometimes those videos where people just have like, you talk about where they have like the words. And
Yeah, like they don't talk.
Yeah. Those are very powerful. That's I like that. Yep.
Share what you learned on Facebook and others, like social media.
Good. Yeah. And so one of the things we want to take a look at in terms of social media is how that all works. If you look at something like YouTube, 96.3% in the latest thing that came out of YouTube views are housed within YouTube, meaning that YouTube is its own social media empire. People are not going to YouTube videos because of Twitter links or Facebook links, not as much as we think. 96% of people will watch it from YouTube. So kind of think of like yourself, of how easy it is to deviate. You watch one thing and then you just keep clicking, 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 and then 3 hours went by and you're like, what did I just do? All right. So that's something to think about. If we had videos on how to market that, have our own channel, and how do we start to tag to get other crossover traffic. So it's very, very important. Yep, and then Facebook, the same thing. Okay, a lot of you may or may not be on Facebook, okay, but it's still a large demographic, okay, and Facebook with their new algorithms, if you look at that, manipulates everything. And so reading into the algorithms, where if you put congratulations and everything, jacks up your post feed so it gets seen by others, because people like happy things, people love baby photos, people love wedding things. So just writing congratulations ups your page views. Congratulations, my daughter has strep. People will see that. Okay, if I just put my daughter has strep, negativity, people don't like negativity. Think about it. Even though that's the most important thing, they just did a study, like with like the whole Ferguson case. I'm not going to get into that, but people aren't going to go, yes, I like Ferguson. Right? It just feels wrong. But people are like, I like baby pictures, I like cat pictures. So we got to learn how to manipulate the system. Right? There's ways to do that, which is very important. Good. What else? That was the whole sidetrack. Sorry. Yep.
An annoying tune that gets stuck in your head, and
Yep.
you repeat it to other people.
Yeah, you got to find a jingle. Someone else mentioned that last period. So we come up with a little song.
The penguin.
Maybe our own little dance. Own little dance too, maybe. You know, let it go. Good. We get something stuck in their head. All right, we all have those songs. What do they call those? Earworms? They get stuck in your head and everything. What's another one?
Drop them.
Let's get one more here. Yeah. Good. Just that whole entire platform. Think about how quickly you can spread ideas through your own network of friends. Right? If you guys were to all share out, say like one picture, and all your friends liked it, and they all got it shared that way, I mean, you guys have the biggest social media empire of anybody. So some things to think about. The other group, and here's the beauty of this, is because we really don't have the answers, people are starting to generate ideas. And so you'll be working on kind of categorizing these here in just a little bit. Like the morning group mentioned sculpture. I never even thought about sculpture, it never crossed my mind once. So when they said that, it got me thinking about that yellow thing by the park. It's a dinosaur, someone correct me. I thought like a dinosaur, bumblebee, I don't really know what it was. But they told me it's a dinosaur. Okay? But I look at that every single time I drive by. And I drive by 15 times a day. So what if we had some big monster sculpture sitting there advocating student voice? I don't know. Okay? But there's all sorts of ways to do that. So here's where the uncertainty piece of the action is. We just brainstorm all these ideas. We got to figure out how we want to go about doing this. All right? And then once we do that, we'll put together these little kits and send it out. And we'll see what happens. But the first part is developing that awareness piece. Okay? So we got a couple minutes here. To end, I'd like to go back to that piece of paper that I had you start with. Okay, we've already talked a little bit about that. Some of your papers are blank, some are full, some are medium. Okay? It doesn't really matter to me. Don't feel like you have to all of a sudden throw a bunch of stuff down just because I reminded you of it. That's not the point of it. Okay? I'm not in teacher mode where I expect something. All right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to share that with me. I don't care how you share it with me. Take a picture of it, scan it, share it with me on the Google Docs. My name's right there. Okay? Find a way to share that with me. It's the first little experiment, first step in acting on your idea. I don't need your name. I don't need to know who you are. All right? And then I will come back and report how many people actually shared their stuff with me. All right? Even if your paper is blank, you can share that with me. Take a picture of a blank piece of paper. All right? That's just as valuable as something that's full.